this app is to show you how to configure a coordinator or a presenter for your event. Um, this you would need the coordinator of the event before you can create an event itself. It's one of the mandatory fields. So this is the list of coordinator for your organization. And in order to create one, you would click on the plus button right there. And that's what you'd start. Anybody can be a coordinator, uh, preferably the leaders from your group who create events. So all department leaders who create events should be a presenter or coordinator. The names are used interchangeably. This is the person who, um, if an event is created, then all the messages and so forth will go to the presenter. So I'm going to put in here, as you see, Pastor John Jones, and you can select whatever category you think it should be. I have here evangelists, department leaders, church elders, event coordinators, pastors. So for John, I'm going to select evangelists, and then it normally the city is normally defaulted to the organization that the person who is creating the event is from. And so John, the city here is the city for John Jones, which is New York, and also the um, the ministry where John is at is in Brooklyn, in New York. Um, so you have to also put which department, which church or organization John is from. And so if you notice, John does not have to be a user of the account. He is just a presenter. So you can also have the user from the account becomes a presenter, or you can have somebody who is not um, does not have the app itself to be a presenter. So we need their email address because email will be going whenever somebody registered for an event that John is hosting. Then the registration, the emails, the registration will go to John as a notification that somebody has registered. Here we're just looking for a one-liner. It's called a page banner itself. And then with the page banner, we also looking for, if possible, a personal biography. The biography is important for those who don't know John to have an idea who John is. And as you know, important information will help the reader to learn about who John is. And it helps if John is presenting a meeting, they know who, you know, is hosting the meeting itself. And so a bio is required. And if you notice, I'm just putting some information here so that at least as an example, and those who see will realize the type of information that they might choose to put in the bio section. I don't have a picture of John whenever I get down to it, but I am going to just select a default picture when I get there. But it is preferable if John have whoever is creating a record here to have a picture of the coordinator or the presenter. You don't have to have a picture, but if you're an evangelist, then it's best to have a picture there. So here I'm going to allow access to my pictures on file, and I only have 2 on this test machine. So I'm just going to select that one and submit. So that's how a coordinator is created. And again, every event needs a coordinator. So you have to have this record created first before you can start to create an event. it is best that they create the record themselves so that they can also modify it. If there's anything, because normally it's two persons can modify this record, the person who creates it and also the persons who email is the presenter. They also can modify the record itself. So I'm going to create an event. I'm not going to create it, but I'm going to act as if I'm creating an event to show you that now that we have created John Jones, Pastor John Jones, his information now shows up in the list itself to be able to pick from. So first you need to have the records there so you can pick from it before you try to create an event. All right, that's it. Thank you.